In this video, I would like to use the app Geogebra to explore rotations and their effects on the vertices of a triangle. So my first step is to Alt-click and get some axes, Alt-click and get some graph paper. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw my triangle. So I need my line segment tool, segment. I would like the first vertice to be at 2, 6, over 2, up 6, vertice A. I'm going to connect that to 2, 1, over 2, up 1, vertice B. I'm going to get another line segment. I'm going to connect vertice B to 5, 1. And now I'm going to connect vertice C, segment, C back to A. All right, I want these to be color-coded, these segments, so I'm going to go ahead, whoops, I clicked and I didn't mean to. Let me try that again. I want to color code them. So let me Alt-click and change the color, object properties, to green. Alt-click. This one's going to be red. And Alt-click. This one's going to be blue. All right, now I want to rotate. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a box around my triangle. Oops, kind of missed my top one, but I think it'll still be okay. I'm going to go to this icon, and I want to rotate around a point. I'm going to select that I want B to be my center of rotation, and I want it to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Now I want you to go ahead and pause me in just a second and look at your worksheet. What do you notice concerning the relationship between the pre-image vertices and the vertices of the image when I have a 90-degree clockwise rotation about vertex B? Go ahead and pause me right now and fill that in. All right, let's try this again. So let's get rid of that rotation. I just lost my colors as well, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and keep going. I'm going to make my box, box around this again. Again, I want to rotate around the B vertice. I want it to be 180 degrees clockwise. Go ahead and pause me and fill in what you notice. Okay, let's undo that. Let's go ahead and continue our rotations. So I'm going to draw my box around. We're going to rotate around a point, vertex B. This time I want it to be 270 degrees clockwise. Pause me, fill in your chart. Okay, well, let's start going counterclockwise. So I'm going to select my shape, still rotating around B, but this time I want to go 90 degrees counterclockwise. Interesting. I think I've seen that image before, but that'll come up after we finish our explanation. Go ahead and pause me and fill in your worksheet. Let's undo. Choose our triangle. Rotate around point B, 180 degrees, counterclockwise. Again, pause me, fill in your table. All right, one more undo. Let's choose our triangle. We're going to rotate around point B 270 degrees counterclockwise. Pause me and fill in your table. All right, you should have seen that there were some similarities between the degrees that I was rotating and the direction. So go ahead and fill that part out on your worksheet. Pause me here. All right, the last bit has to do with rotating around the origin. So I'm going to put a point right here on my origin. And now I'm going to rotate around the origin to see what happens. Rotate around a point. It's going to be D. Let's try 90 degrees clockwise to see what happens. Interesting. Can you draw that on a piece of graph paper? Go ahead and pause me. Make sure you know this is a 90-degree clockwise rotation around the origin. Let's undo that. Let's rotate 180 degrees around the origin, clockwise. Let me move us a bit so that we're able to see a little bit better. And let me zoom out a bit. Nope, let's try that a little bit better. Move graphics. There we go. All right, I want you to draw that on a piece of paper. Make sure you know it's a 180-degree clockwise rotation around the origin. And let's do one more rotation. So I'm going to choose this triangle. Whoops. Choose this triangle. And I want to rotate it around the origin 270 degrees clockwise. Go ahead and sketch that one as well. Make sure that you realize that this is a 270 degrees clockwise rotation about the origin. Take a minute and look at your rotations and see what it is that you can discover about when an object is rotated around the origin. Go ahead and pause me.